TravelSites.com presents 50 plus travel facts that will amaze you. There are so many interesting travel facts that will leave you awestruck. We found some of the greatest travel trivia out there and compiled this list in no particular order for you to have as general knowledge or to share with your fellow travelers when on your next adventure. Number 1. Despite what popular media would have you believe, it is impossible to open a plane door in the middle of a flight because of how pressurized it is in the cabin. There's about 20,000 pounds of pressure on that door, so even moving it slightly would be just about impossible. Number 2. If you do a lot of traveling across the nation, you may feel like your jet lag is worse when traveling from west to east. And if you do feel that, well, you're right. Research shows that our natural sleep cycle, the time between being asleep and awake, is slightly over 24 hours. This means that we get more disturbed on a journey traveling from west to east, since that makes the day shorter. When you travel from east to west, it makes the day longer, and our brains adapt to it more easily. Number 3. Approximately 64,640 selfies are taken around the world each and every single minute, and a majority of these are people on vacation at the time. Number 4. When a commercial airplane takes off from the tarmac, it's going approximately 160 to 180 miles an hour, and it can fly from about 550 to 580 miles per hour. That's fast. Number 5. Less than 5% of Libya's land area is suitable for grazing livestock, which makes 95% of the country complete desert and unsuitable for agricultural activities. Number 6. There is an island in Japan's inland sea called Okunoshima that is inhabited entirely by bunnies. But these rabbits are very tame, they're super friendly, and they'll walk right up to you, hoping for a scratch on the head or a tasty treat. Number 7. Battle Creek, Michigan, which is most popularly known as Cereal City, makes more cereal than any other city in the world. It's the hub for breakfast cereals, and it's also the home to companies like Post and Kellogg. Number 8. Pilots and co-pilots are not allowed to eat the same meal on a flight, just in case one of them causes food poisoning and upsets their stomach. Number 9. Nearly 3% of Antarctica's ice is made of penguin urine. Since it's so cold there, the urine freezes in the ice, can't be washed out, and it can't evaporate. Number 10. In South Dakota, there are 4 times as many cows as people. With a human population of 844,877, the state's cattle population soars at 3,650,000, give or take a few head. Number 11. The official full name of Bangkok is the longest city name in the world. It's 168 letters, and I bet you want me to pronounce it for you, huh? Well, my friend here will take care of that. Tell him what it's called.
กรุงเทพมหานคร อมรรัตนโกสินทร์ มหินทรายุธยา มหาดิลกภพ นพรัตน์ราชธานี บุรีรัมย์ อุดมราชนิเวศน์มหาสถาน อมรพิมานอวตารสถิต สกทัตติยวิษณุกรรมประสิทธิ์
Yeah, I told you it was long, didn't I? Number 12. Speaking of long names, the longest country name in the world belongs to the UK. The official title is the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. Number 13. On the other hand, the following probably qualifies as the shortest town name. There is a town in Norway which is called A. Number 14. Grab your wine glass when in Caldari di Ortona, Italy. The small town has a free wine fountain that flows with deliciously local-made wine. Number 15. There's only one state in the USA with a one-syllable name. That's Maine. Number 16. According to data collected in 2018, it would take a person 288 years to spend a single night in every hotel room in Las Vegas. And it's probably longer now with the expansion of older hotels and addition of new ones. Number 17. The longest boardwalk in the world can be found in Atlantic City, New Jersey. It's about 5 miles long. Number 18. Though it has 3 official languages, there are over 820 languages spoken in Papua New Guinea. Number 19. The fear of traveling, more specifically traveling by road, is called Hodophobia. Number 20. Gatorade is named after the University of Florida Gators, which is the campus where a group of doctors invented the drink in the lab back in 1965. Number 21. The Great Barrier Reef is the only living structure visible from outer space. Number 22. People are often urged to travel to all different corners of the world, but there are a few places that are almost impossible to get into, such as Area 51, the Fort Knox Bullion Depository, and the ADX Florence, which is America's highest security prison. It's located 3 miles south of Florence, Colorado, just off Highway 67. Of course, that doesn't really matter because you're never going to get in. Number 23. 60,000 pounds of shrimp are consumed across the United States every day, except in Las Vegas, where the same amount is eaten daily in the city alone. Number 24. Almost half of the American population researches, plans, and books their vacations using only a mobile device. Gone are the days when we needed travel agents and even laptops. 25. According to data compiled at the Aviation Safety Network, 85 aircraft have vanished without a trace between 1948 and 2014. Sound like the Bermuda Triangle to you? Number 26. Information from the State Department in 2014 showed that only 46% of Americans had a valid passport. Number 27. Nearly 30 million people in China live in caves. This is mostly around the Loess Peninsula in the Shaanxi province, where the soil is porous and easy to dig. Number 28. 1 out of every 8 jobs in the United States is related to tourism and the travel industry, though that might be lowered drastically this year with the onset of COVID-19. Number 29. There are certain parts of Mexico City that are sinking up to 16 inches every year. Jakarta, the capital of Indonesia, is the fastest sinking city in the world. Apparently, sinking islands is a big problem in cities all over the world. Number 30. Paris, France is the home to the largest underground cemetery in the world. The catacombs were created in 1777 amidst overcrowding in cemeteries, and they house the remains of over 6 million people. It's now one of the city's most popular tourist attractions. Number 31. The chances of being in a plane crash when flying domestically in the United States? 1 in 11 million. That's pretty good odds. Number 32. 23 million passengers ride the train in India every day. Also, if you were to lay the tracks from India's railroad network out in a single line, you'd be able to circle the world 1.5 times. Number 33. In San Francisco, it's actually illegal to feed pigeons in the city. You can get a fine anywhere from $45 to $300. See, the government does this to enforce the law to educate people about the diseases that pigeons can spread, like salmonella and meningitis. Number 34. How many times have you gone to the luggage carousel and not been able to find your bag? Yeah, no surprise. Around the globe, 56 pieces of luggage are lost every minute. Number 35. Saudi Arabia is one of 17 countries in the world that doesn't have a permanent river flowing through it. Number 36. And while Saudi Arabia is one of the driest countries in the world, Canada is just the opposite. This country has the most lakes in the world, over 3 million lakes. That's about 60% of the world's total. Number 37. Do you hate the rush when you're traveling back home for Thanksgiving? Then you'll definitely hate flying during Chinese New Year. Over 385 million people travel back to their hometowns to celebrate with their families during this time. Number 38. Instead of that wedding, have you ever considered eloping? Over 300 people get married in Las Vegas every day. Number 39. If you think anchovies or pineapple is a weird pizza topping, you're not going to believe what they do in Sweden. A popular choice there, banana slices paired with curry powder. Number 40. In Switzerland, it's considered impolite to use the salt and pepper on the table in a restaurant. That's because it's considered an insult to the chef. They may be there, but don't touch them. Number 41. Recent studies show that your personality has a lot to do with your vacation destination of choice. Introverts are more likely to choose a mountain vacation, while extroverts prefer busier areas like the seaside. Number 42. There are over 6,500 languages spoken all over the world today. But given a choice as which one to learn, what do you think people did? According to the language app Duolingo, 320,000 people chose to learn Klingon, which is actually a fictional language spoken on the TV show Star Trek. Number 43. New York was originally called New Amsterdam. See, the name New York didn't come until about the late 17th century as a tribute to the Duke of York, who helped in capturing the land from the Dutch. Number 44. Traveling has many proven benefits for a person's mental and physical well-being. For example, studies have shown that people feel less stressed within the first or second day of vacation, and that travel helps depression, and that consistently going on holiday can even lower the risk of heart disease. Traveling has also shown improvements in problem-solving skills and overall brain health. Number 45. In the early 19th century, Alaska was not even a part of the USA, but rather Russia. Even after it was sold to the Americans and became a U.S. territory, it wasn't until about 100 years later that it became a state. Number 46. Ticket prices for entry into Disney World were only $3.50 on opening day. Of course, that was October 1971. Today, it can cost anywhere between $116 to $170, depending on the amenities added for a single day's entry. Number 47. Russia is the biggest country in the world. In fact, it's bigger than Pluto. Number 48. The Golden Gate Bridge is one of the most iconic landmarks on the West Coast. You can truly appreciate its beauty from the Golden Gate Bridge Vista Point. It's also so large that maintenance on the bridge is scheduled throughout the year. It almost never stops getting painted. Number 49. Many people swear that a Bloody Mary on an airplane tastes better than the one on the ground. And you know, they're not wrong. When you're in high altitudes, about 1/3 of your taste buds go numb, and that enhances the flavors you'll find in tomato juice. It's the same reason why most food on the plane tastes so bland. Number 50. Finland has more islands than any other country on Earth, almost 180,000 of them. Number 51. Do your skin and throat feel drier than usual during a flight? That's completely normal, since the pressurized air in the cabin is kept below 20% humidity. That's similar to the humidity found in the Sahara Desert. Number 52. The Trevi Fountain is an iconic landmark and one of the most popular attractions in Rome. People come from all over the world to toss coins in the fountain and make a wish. In fact, the fountain collects about 3,000 euros on a daily basis. Apparently, the haul is collected every night and then donated to local charities. Number 53. An average Boeing 747 has about 150 to 175 miles of electrical wiring inside. It also holds almost 24,000 gallons of fuel. That's enough to fill over 1,200 minivans. Number 54. Even though China spans over 5 time zones, the entire country only uses one, Beijing time. Now, I'm willing to bet you didn't know a couple of these facts and statistics. Is there one you know that we haven't listed? Now share it with us in the comments below. Like always, this video is produced for you by TravelSites.com, which helps you get the cheapest and best travel experience. Don't forget to like and subscribe to find more useful travel tips and exciting places for your next travel venture.